Canada's ghost towns are filled with properties that seem almost too good to be true. But as you'll see, there's a reason why buyers stay away from these 7 homes, even if they're under $100,000. We're starting with the most surprising entry. Located at 214 2nd Street East, this is likely one of the cheapest residential listings in the entire country. It's a 467 square foot bungalow built in 1913. For $15,000, you're getting 2 lots totaling around 4,300 square feet of land and a piece of prairie history. But here's the as-is reality. There's no furnace, there's no electrical panel, the fridge and stove aren't included because frankly there's no power to run them. You're looking at a shell of a home in a province where winter temperatures regularly drop to negative 30 degrees Celsius. The town only has about 373 people. It's got paved streets, it has treed boulevards, and a beautiful heritage church that give it character, but is losing people. The nearest hospital is 45 kilometers away. If you're a contractor or somebody looking to build from scratch on a service lot, this might be your weekend getaway project. But if you're not ready to drop another $25,000 on basic utilities, this $15,000 price tag is just the entry fee to a very, very long to-do list. Let's move to another house that also might be considered one of the cheapest houses in Canada. At 8 Sutherland Street, you'll find a 720 square foot bungalow sitting on a massive 12,000 square foot double lot for just $18,800. The reality is exactly what you would expect for the price of a used sedan. The 1952 built home is a fixer-upper in the truest sense. It has 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom, but the interior is a time capsule of aging materials and deferred maintenance. While it does include a detached garage and a full unfinished basement, the cost of updating the heating and insulation to survive a negative 40 degrees Celsius prairie winter will likely double your investment on day one. Insinger isn't just a small town, it's a tiny township with a population that barely hits double digits. It's located about 45 minutes from Yorkton, meaning that every grocery run or doctor's visit is a highway trek. Now let's get back to our other town. Just a few steps away from the $15,000 shell we saw earlier, 220 2nd Street East offers a slightly more complex picture of prairie living for $25,000. This 632 square foot bungalow, built in 1920, sits on an expensive 8,625 square foot triple lot, providing nearly double the land of its neighbors. It's one of the untapped potentials and deferred updates. While it features a functional 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom layout on the main floor, which is also complete with a natural gas heating system, the second floor bonus room and partially unfinished basement are reminders of its century-old bones. It's currently vacant and requires a full aesthetic and structural refresh to meet modern standards, especially if you plan to utilize the extra lot space for a new build. But the fact is that La Flèche remains a quiet community of under 400 people, and this property's location is a win only for outdoor lovers, sitting just 10 minutes away from Thompson Lake. For the price of a compact car, you get a freehold deed and enough land to create a significant home away from home, provided you have the vision to look past the wood siding and 1920s layout. Next, let's see what an additional $10,000 can get you in Saskatchewan. At 139 Harvey Street in Kamsack, Saskatchewan, a 624 square foot bungalow built in 1949 is offering 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and a straightforward single-level layout. Inside, everything is compact but functional, with a living room, a small kitchen equipped with a fridge and stove, and the added convenience of a main floor laundry. The home has seen some updates, including newer kitchen cabinets, flooring, and an electric water heater, which gives it a slightly more refreshed feel compared to some of the other listings at this price point. The partial basement is limited to mechanical use, while outside, the 50 by 122 foot lot provides a wide open yard with back alley access, a storage shed, and plenty of space for parking. But the trade-offs start to show when you look at the bigger picture. Heating is fully electric, which can become expensive in Saskatchewan's colder months. Kamsack itself is a small town offering basic amenities, but it doesn't have the level of demand or growth that you would see in larger areas. This makes the home practical for somebody looking for a low-cost entry point or a simple place to live, but less appealing as an investment. At $35,000, it feels accessible, but like many properties at this level, the affordability comes with ongoing considerations that don't always show up in the listing. There's also another listing that looks complete but comes with a different kind of responsibility than most buyers hesitate to take on. At 5140 48th Street in Manville, Alberta, this is a 672 square foot home built in 1948, offering a simple 1-bedroom, 1-bath layout all on a single level. The interior is designed around an open concept kitchen, dining and living area, making the space feel more connected despite its size. There's also main floor laundry, which adds convenience, and the overall setup works well for somebody looking for a smaller, manageable home. Outside, the property sits on a large corner lot with a fully fenced yard, giving you plenty of space for pets, parking, or even small outdoor projects. But once you look a little bit closer, the limitations become more noticeable. The home relies on electric heating, which can quickly become expensive, especially during Alberta winters. With only 1 bedroom and a compact layout, it's not a property that offers much flexibility for growth or long-term living. At $69,900, it presents a clean and functional option. But like many homes in this range, it's better suited for a very specific type of buyer rather than broad appeal. And from here, we move into another house, which is still on the market. Nipigon is a township of about 1,400 people on the north shore of Lake Superior. Unlike the tiny villages we've seen, it has a 24/7 hospital, grocery stores, and high-speed internet. The property at 152 First Street is listed at $35,000, but there's a massive red flag in the data, a collapsed foundation on the north side. This isn't a fixer-upper for an amateur, this is a structural failure. The value here isn't the 700 square foot house, it's the lot. It backs onto a ravine and sits in a town with real infrastructure just an hour's drive away from Thunder Bay. If you have the capital to demolish the existing structure and bring in a modular home, you should be living on the shores of Lake Superior for a total investment of around $200,000. It's a gamble on the land, not on the building. And now we come across another house that starts to raise a different kind of question. At 604 3rd Avenue in Swift Current, Saskatchewan, this 658 square foot home, built in 1932, offers 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom on a single level. The layout is simple but well organized, with a combined kitchen and dining area, a comfortable living room, and a small sunroom at the front that brings in natural light, something that adds a bit of character to the space. The primary bedroom includes an attached dressing room that could double as a small office or be repurposed for laundry, while the second bedroom works well as a guest room or for a small family setup. The bathroom has seen some updates, including a newer shower and tub, and overall the home feels more put together than some of the lower price listings. But even with that, there are a few things that hold it back. The home is still compact, with limited room to expand, and much of its appeal depends on how much value you place on the lot rather than the structure itself. Sitting on a large corner lot with back alley access, there's potential to build a garage or improve the outdoor space, but that would require additional investment. Swift Current is a more established town than the others on this list. Still, at $85,000, you're looking at a home that works as a starting point, not a finished product, and that distinction is what keeps it in this price range. 7 properties, all under $100,000, but at this level, affordability always comes with a trade-off.